It is the 21st of February 2020 on a Friday, and this is Ken from Pinefinders Old Pine Furniture Warehouse in Hadnam near Aylesbury, Buckinghamshire, the UK. And I'm recording a video of all the furniture that's just arrived or has arrived over the last week or so, just to show everybody all the new arrivals. So I'm going to start off with this nice antique pine bread cupboard or larder cupboard. It has 4 drawers on the left hand side and then a single drawer and shelves inside. So the code number E5608C, the price $470 as it is, $527 if you'd like it restored and waxed. Height 55.5, width 37.5 inches, depth 16.5 inches. So I'll be giving I won't be reading out all the labels, otherwise my voice will wear out. So I'll just be showing you the piece of furniture and then just showing you the labels, the tickets. So this is a reclaimed pine, very elaborate reclaimed pine dresser. Well, that's the 37 is the surface height, that just the height to there. Yeah, this is probably about 20 years old, and it's from a shop. Next to that, we have a small antique pine chest of drawers. 2 small drawers over 2 large, and this has been wax finished. So on pieces that have been finished, obviously there's only one price, $377 for this one. Height, width and depth. Then we have a small larder cupboard. This has 2 main shelves inside. That one just needs putting onto a support there, and then a half depth shelf at the top, and as you can see, a single door. Next to that we have a pair of antique pine bedside cupboards dating from probably the 20s or 30s, and that is the price for the pair, as you can see. Then we have now is this a Yorkshire dresser or a Lancashire dresser? I can never remember. A number of drawers, and this has been wax finished. It's got a little cubby hole in the middle with a shelf inside. Then we have a late Victorian pine chest of drawers, 2 small drawers over 3 full width, and as you can see, this one's got porcelain knobs on. And next to that we have, let me just move this over here so you can see it properly. So a dome top chest, and it's got a candle box inside. Let's see if I can open that. So that's where you put your candles, and then you put your blankets and linen in the main section there. Now if I turn it back round, oops. Then we've got the first of our wardrobes that have arrived. These wardrobes totally dismantled for delivery. That's the way they were made. This is a French, oh yeah, this is French, this one. And with the wardrobes, I'll be showing you the internal depth hanging space. In other words, the bottom one is the internal depth hanging space. Incidentally, if my battery runs out on my camera, I will carry on recording from where I left off. It should be okay, but you never know. So that's the internal depth we say there. That's the hanging space. I'll just show you that, didn't I? Yes, I did. That's the dimensions there. And as I said, these all totally dismantled for delivery. If they don't dismantle, I will be letting you know. Just like this one. This one does not dismantle, this small wardrobe here. This is a one-piece one. The internal depth is 18 inches, so that's just on the limit for hanging. It should be okay for hanging most things. Might be a tiny bit tight for big coats and suits. There's a lovely column on that, beautiful columns on it. Very elegant. Then we've got a nice old pine cupboard, 2-door cupboard with a single shelf in. And then we have another small wardrobe. Now this particular one splits into two main sections. The top comes off, so that lifts off, and then the rest of it splits into 2 big sections, just the 2 big halves there. I can usually come and deliver these wardrobes for you and put them together for you if you're not too far away. If you are quite a distance, then, oh, this one's got 2 drawers at the bottom, sorry. If you are a distant way, then I can record a video of me assembling the wardrobe for you, which might be useful. And then I can talk you through the process, and you can watch and laugh as I make loads of mistakes like I did last time. Oh, I will make that shelf fit. But there's a nice, this late Victorian pine base with really cute little cubby holes in the middle. Then we have another English cupboard, 2 drawers over 2 doors, and this has had a new top, I think. Yes, had a new top. It's got ply panels in the doors, but these usually wax up nicely, and it has a shelf inside, nice and clean and tidy, nice and sturdy. Excuse me. The 2 heights are obviously the surface height to there, and then just a little bit extra for that at the back. Oh yeah, nice cute little box. You'll have to excuse the lighting in here is a bit orange, makes everything look a little bit orange, and the camera I'm using, because I have to do a close-up, it makes everything a bit angular, as you can see, like that, so a bit distorted, but it will give you an idea. I promise you this box is sort of parallel there, and etc. So it's got carrying handles on each end. Then we got a beautiful, very old mule chest. So it's got 2 drawers at the bottom, which are sliding nicely with the original knobs on, it looks like. And then inside you can see there with a nice old strap hinges. So this is probably early Victorian. What have we next? Oh yes, so let me come back to here and we'll show you a nice big triple wardrobe. East German 1930s, this one. So the 3 doors. In that section I will probably usually have shelves, so I can put some shelves in that section, and then the hanging rail, or maybe a shelf along there with the hanging rail underneath it. That's probably the best use of the space. So a nice big section there, and then the shelves on the right. Oh, I'm ready to do the catch up. And this one totally dismantles again for delivery, so it will go up any stairway nice and easily. And nice and deep as well, so that's good for hanging. Now is one of my favourite pieces of the lot, which is absolutely stunning. I dare you to try and find another one of these. This is an old Wellenschrank, which is German for wavy closet, wavy cupboard, or wavy closet or something. That line is just the light, so don't worry about that. This is, yeah, absolutely stunning. This is. My camera doesn't do it justice at all, but it is absolutely stunning piece. It's got loads of detail, dating from around about 1800, so it's over 200 years old. It's got shelves inside, but you wouldn't need the shelves. You know, obviously, if you don't want shelves, I can put a hanging rail inside for you. And look at that lock. Everything about this is just beautiful. You've got that's the hinge, the inside of the hinge there. So yeah, that is a bit special. And we got 2,750 on it. It's totally dismantles for delivery. These are the dimensions, nice and deep. And yeah, those are the hinges on the outside. Yeah, definitely a bit special, and it totally dismantles for delivery, so it should go up any stairway. Right, we have a small old pine tool chest. I'll just show you inside, if it'll open. I don't know I can do this one-handed. Ah, yes I can. It's got a candle box on the left-hand side. Nice little box. Next to that we have another knockdown wardrobe. So yes, another wardrobe, slightly smaller than the rest, but this totally dismantles for delivery. 2 drawers at the bottom, 1930s this one. And it's nice and deep, 20.5 inches deep. So that's nice and deep for hanging, even though it's a little bit smaller than the rest. And this is a beautiful wardrobe, this one, lovely old wardrobe. Again, that's just the light coming down there, so don't worry. Let me just stand over here. Yeah, difficult to see this properly. 2 drawers in the base. And you've got the 2 doors that, wardrobes that have these external hinges, the doors open nice and wide, almost flush, which could be very useful. And obviously in all the wardrobes I can put a rail at the top, or maybe a shelf with a rail underneath, or I could actually totally shelve them for you if you'd like me to. And again, this one totally dismantles for delivery. Then we have a pair of old pine bedside cupboards, 1930s I think these ones are. And when we talk about a pair, their doors open opposite each other. Just be aware, sometimes they're a matching pair would have the doors opening the same way. I can't talk today. And these usually have a shelf inside, so you can see. Then we have another combination base, drawers and a door. And a single bedside cupboard just tucked in this little hole here. The dresser is on the website, and that is also. So we have a marble top cupboard, little dresser base, wash cupboard I suppose, isn't it? Single drawer at the top and drawers below with a shelf inside. And we've got a rocking chair. It's just been waxed. It's looking nice, isn't it? I love rocking chairs, very comfortable. That's one of the new ones, so that's on the website. Then we have a bench, nice sturdy bench there. 297. This has been waxed, so it just has one price. Seat height is 35. Sorry, right to the top is 35. Seat height 19. Width 47, depth 18. Why am I telling you that? My voice will run out. I'm not going to do that anymore. Yes, right. Next we have these beautiful clocks, which are called, there's a name for these clocks. Which I think we've written on one of the labels, because I can't remember. Mora clocks. Swedish Mora clocks, the shaped ones. These three. This one is in its original paint. And these have been stripped, these two have been stripped, that one's been waxed. So we'll start from this one. So yeah, this Mora clock, dating from, I'm not too sure exactly. It's got a lovely face on there. Now the mechanisms, I'll just show you one that's been taken out. There's one, this is from the other clocks, I'll show you in a minute. But these mechanisms really need servicing, so you have to go to a specialist clock servicer for that. I think there is one locally actually in Tame, so we could look into getting these done for you, but because I'm definitely not a clock technician. Anyway, so 687 as it is, 747 if you'd like it waxed, so that's just waxing the base. Obviously you might want them painted, so if you do want them painted, just let me know and we can get you a quote for that. I've got a local specialist painter who does painting in chalk paint, might look nice on there. And then come to the other one, very similar, another Mora clock, a little bit taller. And as I just showed you, that is the mechanism for that one with the face. And we do have all the weights as well here for the clocks down there, so you'll need the weights. So this one, then we got a very tall one, tall, slim, long case clock with the mechanism inside. I don't know if you can see that through the reflection there. So you might want a face to go with that. That's 597 as it is. And then coming back to the beautiful Mora clock that's in its original finish. I think I did mention at the beginning, but if you're new to Pinefinders, old Pine Furniture Warehouse, then I will be putting all these on the website individually with photographs and a video, and obviously the dimensions and price of each piece. So we'll be doing that over the next few weeks. In the meantime, if you did want any information about anything, then please get in touch and I can give you or tell you anything you need to know. Right, next we have a fire safe, an antique pine campaign cupboard, or fire safe they're often called. They're 3 units that just sit on top of each other, and they've got carrying handles on the ends. And they each section has a shelf inside. It's a lovely old pine fire safe. Very rare to find these nowadays. I haven't had one for months. What have we next? Oh yes, new pine bench. Small new pine bench. Small new pine storage bench. So you can put your shoes and stuff under the seat. Great for a hallway. And this one's been wax finished. Then I think, last of all, is this tall, slim pine cupboard. It's got a drawer at the top and 3 shelves inside. It's probably dating from the 1920s. And that's the code number, prices and measurements. And I believe that's everything. Yeah, I think so. There's bound to be something I've missed. So if there's anything you're interested in or want more information about, just let me know. The contact details are on the website, pinefinders.co.uk, and hopefully there's something you're interested in.